planning on doing any trading in town, are you? Heading south like you are.
Nay, we have nothing to trade with us.
Well, that's also for the best. Let's see now.
What's the issue with trading in this town?
Oh, there's no issue. We just don't like how the dwarves are doing it. I think it'd probably be better under different management. You see the state of the town. They're not treating it the way it ought to be treated.
It certainly does appear pretty run down.
It wasn't this way before they took over, for sure.
Was it a forceful takeover?
Yes, it very much was. Some girl come in with a bunch of dwarves and knights and took it from its rightful owners.
Why didn't you leave when that happened?
Hometown, you know. You got houses here, you got businesses here, you got lives here. You can't just up and leave them.
Are the dwarves trying to force you out?
No, not trying to force us out, just not taking care of us.
Isn't that the same thing?
I suppose in a way. We'll cut back to Fitz.
Where did we leave off?
I believe that the gnomish fellow is talking to you about trade. So essentially, items can go north, but they can't go south. Well, they can, but nobody will let them. May the gods protect you if you try to take anything south to Waterdeep out of this town.
It's very odd. I was just... It was an idle passing interest in the trade. Why are you guys in this town? You travelers, or...?
No, merchants passing through. We're not picking anything up headed south for sure. But we have our own business to be down there.
You heading to Waterdeep?
We are, actually, hoping to make a bit of a profit. Picked up some things in Neverwinter, and we're on our way down to Waterdeep.
Well, my group is also heading to Waterdeep. If you think traveling together might be a bit safer on these roads?
You know, it might. All right, well, we plan on leaving bright and early tomorrow if you want to join up with us.
That was our plan as well. We'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Well, we'll meet at the stables then, tomorrow morning.
And what was your name?
I hate you.
Oh, I thought you said
That's an interesting name.
Things.
Give me
So I thought you had a name.
For the life of me, I did not have a name for this gnome.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's fine. His name is Tanzif.
No.
I thought it was Nathan. Gnomeson.
Dude, shut up.
That was Nomeo.
Did you guys ever see that movie?
Nomeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
No, I did
Classic.
not. It looked fucking stupid.
It was
But
really
honestly,
bad.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, actually, it was like...
For a kid's movie, I feel like that one was okay.
They made a second Sherlock Gnomes, and I just...
Yeah.
Certain to be garbage.
That one looked awful.
Nothing like a quick cash grab, right?
Mhm.
Yep, his name is...
I'm Fitzgerald. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And you, sir. His name is Tanzif Wrexham.
It's if Wrexham. All I say is Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
Have a good night, if you can.
You as well. And I'll head back over to Cyran.
Wow, I spelled this wrong.
How'd you spell it? I want to know how you spelled it.
It's not that bad.
That's how I spelled it.
That's not awful.
To be fair, it's a very... Yeah, it's passable.
We all got close enough.
I think that's perfectly passable.
I think mine looks a bit too much like another word that I'm. And so I head back over and sit down at Cyran's table.
So you go over to sit down. And Cyran, you are startled by Fitz's approach. Because you rolled an 8 on your perception.
Oh, it was a 7 actually, but yeah.
You
It's like
stroke out for a second.
you've got your mug up against your face and you're just drinking, and then it comes back down and the gnome is there.
Like I'd like to think that I'm trying really hard to listen to conversations, but I like can't hear shit and I can't even
Yeah, you're
trying
sitting,
to come like walk up.
You're the one sitting next to the fire and the crackling is too loud.
Yeah.
And to move would be suspicious. All right. And Thanar, where did we leave you?
At a table like a lost puppy or something like that.
That you had just broken even on the dice game.
Indeed.
You had just heard a sob story about the state of the town after the dwarves took it over. Is there anything else you'd like to do in this particular zone?
I have to remember what thoughts were. After he tells me the sob story, I wanted to ask something, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
I think I just wanted to say something to the extent of, I'm sorry the dwarves have been mistreating your people since they took over.
We are too. We'd love to get back control of the town, but with them and holding the fortress up on the mountain, we can't very much do anything.
How many of them are there?
There's a whole clan up there, digging away in the mines beneath.
How often do their supply caravans go up to the keep?
No, not all that often. They don't bring much into this town. They stockpile it all inside the walls. If it was back to the good old days, we could probably turn a profit.
Have there been any attempts with negotiations with them?
No, but the dwarves don't negotiate with the likes of us. They feel that since it was given to them by some holy order, they have a full right to the place.
Do humans and dwarves normally have something against each other, or is it just this situation?
This appears to be the situation.
Okay.
Let me have, actually, from you, an insight check. Okay. Something smells a little fishy. You're not sure what, but something seems a little bit, at least one-sided about this story.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure which part of it.
So, you done gambling then?
Yes, it's getting late and we're leaving early tomorrow morning, especially after what you've told me.
Well, if you hear of anybody trying to do business with these dwarves, you tell them what we told you. Let them know the truth of the matter. The stone shafts are cheats.
I'll let them know. Anyway, thanks for the games.
My pleasure.
And I'll get up and head back over towards Fitz and Cyran, the unhelpful, unconversational ones. Although Fitz tried.
As you do.
I tried to listen, but I couldn't.
As you do walk back over, you feel the weight of the eyes of the dwarfs on you.
I'm gonna look right back at them.
Oh my god, we're gonna start a fight.
They hold your gaze.
Nice.
You make it back to the table.
As I'm
So
walking across the room with my glare, can I roll intimidation?
Sure.
I want it to be a very don't fuck with me glare.
They all sort of the heat of the glare fades, and one of them looks down. The other two hold, but not as hot.
Okay. And then I'll turn and I'll go sit back down with Cyran and Fitz.
All right. You are reunited.
So what did you guys learn? I tried to listen, but this fire is so damn loud.
It's very warm, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you just got sleepy sitting next to it.
What? No?
Next to
What
the
did you
fire.
say? I couldn't hear you
More
over the
cozy.
fire.
That's what I'm saying. This fire. I think we need to change tables or something. Like, it's just really warm and loud, and I can't eavesdrop on other people.
What's the point of a tavern if you
Well-
can't eavesdrop?
Exactly. Like, that's what a tavern's for, to
This is
listen
a
to other
poorly
people.
designed tavern.
Yeah.
Well, I got
I
us
think we
travel-
should bring it up with management.
I got us travel buddies.
Travel buddies? Who?
Do we want travel buddies?
It was a gnome, elf, and a dwarf, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll, like,
They're in the middle
tilt
of the
my-
room still.
Yeah, I'll like tilt my head over to them and I'll be like, they're heading to Waterdeep, same as we are.
Can we trust them? Like, do you know anything about them?
He's a gnome! How untrustworthy can he be?
You don't want me to answer that question.
They seem to know a bit about this town, told me how to stay out of trouble. I don't think they're gonna do any harm. And if
What'd they
they
tell
do,
you?
we'll kill them. I'm not gonna say that. I don't say that part.
What'd they tell you about staying out of trouble?
They told me don't take anything going south.
There's definitely a disagreement between the dwarves up in the keep. They sit up there and hoard everything from the mines, is what I heard.
Not my problem. There's plenty of other cities on the Gold Coast I can trade with.
It does seem like it'd be best if we
Facepalm, do you hear
Move
that
on.
plane? What the hell? That was
hear
so
Lyra.
loud.
Oh, I do hear a plane.
It was so loud. Jesus. Anyway,
It seems like it'd be for the best if we either move on or picked a side. We don't want to get caught in the middle.
But picking a side would get us caught in the middle, right?
Get
yeah.
us, get us caught on a side, not in the middle.
Is that
Oh.
better?
So you're telling us don't make both of them hate us? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can manage that.
We're leaving tomorrow, right? Unless there's anything else to do in this town, I see no reason to stay.
It would appear that there are clowns to the left of you and jokers to the right. And here you are stuck in the middle.
Is it the Joker?
Is it the clown?
Is it it?
Yes.
Is that the it?
No, that's not how you say that. You just say, "Is that it?"
I really
that
wish
it?
I had a better joker.
Dude, what do you have?
Just a bunch of clowns.
Cyran's sword.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, did my sword try talking to me while I was by myself?
Mm,
Probably
Ooh.
would have been
No.
a good opportunity.
It's been kind of quiet.
Okay. Okay.
Can you like? This is out of character. But can you like talk to your sword, or does he only talk to you?
I
you,
can
like-
talk to it. I
Well, I mean,
talked to
can
it
you,
that
like-
one night in the cave when
Why-
I was on watch.
Oh yeah, I just wasn't sure if he had to start it.
No,
no,
doesn't he just
because
listen to everything you say, and anything you say can be directed at him?
yeah.
That's true.
Generally,
Like, I bet-
generally speaking, he's just never tried. At least not in session.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to be by myself for that to happen, which I probably could have by now, but
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Just go sext with your sword.
Go what?
Great. Never mind. Long story.
He said,
I
"Go
think it's a short
sext
story.
with your sword." Anyway,
I don't know how you sext without your sword. At least if you're a dude.
Dude, shut up!
edit. So that's sort of the state of things.
You guys want to figure out the mystery of this town?
I mean, what time is it?
It's getting dark. It's pretty close to dark.
Do you think we can solve it by morning? Because I doubt it, unless we kill half of the people in town.
Yeah.
Which that's not really a solution that I'm willing to do.
One of the dwarves stands. You see he's got a piece of paper in his hand, and he walks over to the owner of the tavern, hands it to him, and then walks out the door.
Who did he hand it to?
The guy who owns the tavern.
Oh, okay.
Did we all notice it?
Sure, yes. Actually, hold on.
Did
Let
the
me see.
humans
Look
react
at
all
that guy
to him
passing notes.
Thanar
look
and
over towards
Cyran
them.
do. Fitz's passive perception is 9.
Oh my god.
Wait.
It's so bad.
How the fuck, dude? It's because my fucking wisdom, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that screwed me so bad, but it's so true for the character. God, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I want to look at did the humans react at all to
They watched him
the
leave.
dwarf? Okay, but they don't
Hey,
seem
guys.
upset.
You think it'd be funny if we got a piece of paper, gave it to the tavern keep, and also walked out without the paper saying anything? I think
Yes,
that'd be pretty funny.
that'd be pretty funny.
But
As
then
you
where
should
do we
be.
sleep, Siren?
See, I don't think that
Comedy
far
is
ahead. I'm
a
gonna
good-
be honest.
Comedy's about sacrifice.
We can like break back into our window or rooms through the window, but that sounds like it sucks.
Didn't say all of us had to leave, just one person.
I'm imagining Cyran just handing the innkeeper a piece of paper, walking outside. There's a beat of about maybe 10 seconds, then he walks back in and goes upstairs.
It just says "call me," but nothing's written on it.
You like that, you retard.
Dude, shut.
Oh, another option. We could try to follow that dwarf wherever he's going.
Dude.
Shit. Oh shit. It's like the smartest thing anyone's said all night.
We'd have to like go one at a time so it
Or
doesn't look like we're
Disguise Boy
following.
Disguise Boy could do it.
Hey,
wait,
that's me.
wait! Don't you have a thing of like find familiar?
What?
Did
Who?
someone
Shit.
get that?
Who? Me?
Wasn't that a thing, or did I like that was like a dream I had? Didn't someone get
No, it's me.
You have a familiar? Oh, you can have your
Dude,
fucking
you can have your
raccoon
familiar
chase
follow
him.
it.
It's a possum.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I know it was, but
Well,
I
you
wanted
can
to call it
change
a
it as
raccoon.
well. So
I mean, we're not
Well,
100% sure about that, to be honest. But
If it was a normal thing, he'd be able to change it. But it
Yes.
also summoned on its own, so
We
it's not normal.
I haven't tried to change it, to be fair. But
Your possum is currently asleep in your room upstairs.
oh no,
dude, just channel through him and then just like get him to peace.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna look.
It gives
at
us something to do before
What
we
do
go
you
to
look
bed.
like when you go through that? Like, what does your body look like when you go into your familiars?
Well,
eyesight.
so considering that it's a raccoon, an opossum, the possum takes control of your body. You writhe around on the floor, frothing mad. You hang from the rafters and eat persimmons. No,
Okay, now
essentially,
you gotta do it.
yeah. No, like if anything, it would be your eyes go white. You can't see. I think it's just see, right?
You could
think
still
you
move
can
your body, I think.
Here.
You can't hear either. But you can
let me see
feel.
for sure.
Well, that's how I've heard it be done. You can't hear things because you're hearing through your animal. So why would you be able to hear both? But I feel like you could
Could you like
feel.
see through your
Okay,
animal?
so you can your vision
I
and your
wish I kept-
senses, essentially all of your senses, go to your familiar. You can see through its eyes and hear through its ears for as long as you maintain concentration on it.
And feel?
I don't know about feeling.
Like, could we shake him and would he notice us shaking him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're just seeing and hearing, and you can communicate with your familiar
Yeah,
as
I'm
long
going
as
to-
it's within 100 feet of you.
Yeah, I'm going to try and wake up my familiar by thinking at it. And just dwarf follow, short man.
You get a bit of a sluggish response, but you do get a response. And it eventually you can sort of feel it like waking up and stretching, and it yawns. And have you taken its sight and hearing?
Not yet.
Okay. So you get sort of sluggish awareness that it is starting to act on your orders. Have you set, now this is something that you should think about, is have you set a time limit on when it returns to
Oh.
you, or are you going to go get it?
Can't he control it whenever?
You
If it's
can't
within
talk to
100
it.
feet.
Yeah, if it's too far away.
Yep.
Hmm.
He
But
can
you can
maintain...
still like see through it past 100. You
Yes.
just can't tell it what to do.
Exactly.
I guess I'll say that it should, or think that it should at least return here by morning, if not sooner.
Okay. So
Oof.
you get an awareness of a noise on the stairs as it thud, 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 thud down the stairs. And there's just this moment where you hear a thud. Hey, you get out of here! You get, and the halfling behind the desk is chasing your possum out the front door.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, and it's out and gone. Whose was that? Who brought a possum into my tavern? No, keep him out. And he goes back to his bookkeeping, walks back to the kitchen.
I'm gonna tell Thanar, you should probably go back up to your room before you channel through.
Thanar doesn't hear this.
Oh,
Okay.
Going into the... He wants to see what the possum sees now that
oh
it's
my
left.
fucking god.
Okay, Fitz, let's leave him while he's like this and see what happens.
You see a vision of a large, menacing halfling with a broom over top of you, and you hear yourself hiss, and then you turn and skitter out the front door, your feet scrabbling against the pavement as you hit the...
Guys, I just had a cursed thought. This is Thanar's first persona.
You feel the you hear your feet claw against the dirt, and you sniff, and you find the dwarf that you directed him to. I'm sure you sent him a mental image of this critter.
Yeah.
And you can see yourself sort of trundle towards him in the dark. Luckily, it's dark enough now that seeing a possum isn't going to set anyone off. Even though the dwarves have dark vision, and you see him stop at the corner here. Let's see, where's he going? You'll see him stop here before he crosses over the bridge and pull his coat up around his neck against the cold. It's into
Is he
the...
like looking around and being careful? No.
Yeah, he does appear to be more cautious than someone out just out for a leisurely stroll. But then that's sort of the tenor of the town. And he pulls his cloak up around his neck. It's getting cold. It's sort of mid to late fall now. You remember you were helping weatherize Bog Luck's place. And he crosses over the bridge. Your possum is directly behind him and now outside of the 100 feet range. He goes... let me see, where does he go? He goes here to this house eventually. And it'll take him a little while to get there. He's walking past residences and these are just places where people live. And he enters this long building at the base of the hill. Your possum does not enter.
What does it do?
It sort of hangs around outside, creeping along the wall. It knows what you want it to do, but it's not going to try to sneak into a house.
You're not a pussy. It's still a possum.
It is, in fact, a
Whoops.
possum. Now,
Okay.
if you were to, let's say, get closer, you
And tell
could...
it to, yeah.
Yeah. So you've been doing this now for, I'm going to say, at least 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the meantime, Cyran, Fitz, what have you done? While
Cyran-
Thanar's eyes have gone completely white, his pupils disappearing.
Cyran, I was going to warn him, but I think we need to get him upstairs.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird that this guy's just standing here motionless or sitting here motionless. I
do
can't
we-
carry him though.
I can't either. Do we say he had a stroke?
We might have to just kill him. No, I'm kidding. What are we at? Like a table with stools?
You're at a table farthest from the stairs with stools.
Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, with stools.
I was hoping it was like a booth so I could just push him over like he was drunk.
Is he upright?
What if you
Joe?
just remember how I can like feel you touch me? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know how that. My character doesn't know how this spell works.
Yeah, but isn't it pretty reasonable
To
try
be
and tap
fair,
somebody on the
Thanar
shoulder?
doesn't know how this spell works either.
Yeah, to be completely fair.
We've tried yelling at you and that didn't work, so we're assuming you're gone.
Have you actually tried yelling at him in the middle of the tavern?
Not yelling, but we definitely tried to speak words to him, and he didn't respond.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's just normal Thanar things or
I mean,
Yeah.
hashtag just Thanar things.
We could. Hold on, I'm just see if I have any spells. I don't think.
Now, Fitz might know how this spell works.
I mean, it's also pretty reasonable to like try and tap somebody on the shoulder if you were interested, Flame.
I think I. Do
I'm not
know
that
how this spell
interested,
works,
though.
but I can't remember. Would you tell me?
Do what?
I am certain Fitz would know how this works, but I, as a person, can't remember.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You would be remembering your Arcana, so let's just have Arcana to see what Fitz remembers.
No,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You know that he can't see you or hear you, but he could feel you.
Okay.
And what's more, you can speak. So if you needed like constant updates, you could give them.
He probably
Thanar
doesn't know that, does he?
Thanar probably doesn't know that, no.
Is he just making possum noises? I can see him doing that.
I have no idea.
So, Cyran, you know how this works, right?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
No.
No. Okay. So, he can feel us, but he can't hear us or see us.
Okay.
And so
I mean, do we want to wake him up? He's like kind of busy, right? I feel like we got to just let him do his thing.
if we wake him up and get him somewhere else, he can channel back in. Can't he? He can channel back into it,
Yep.
even if it's farther away.
Mhm.
Yeah. He can channel back into it, and he won't be not moving on a stool in the middle of a hostile tavern.
Hostile is a stretch, but yeah, I think that's fair to wake him up.
I am going. We might be retconning some of what Facepalm saw, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's fine.
there's a full 20 minutes worth of time.
Yeah, I'm going to try and kind of nudge his leg in a hey dumbass sort of way.
Okay.
How hard do you do it though?
Not very.
Yeah, that's gonna get ignored. I can just know. I can just know. Thanar would ignore that.
Are you sure you can feel? He's not really reacting.
Look, I didn't want to cause a scene, and Fitz is gonna stand. He doesn't stand on the chair. First, you seem to kick really hard into Thanar's shin.
Oh yeah, that'll get him. That'll get him back.
Fitz, what are you doing?
Thanar,
What are you doing?
do you know how that spell works, Thanar?
Do you?
Yes, we need to get you upstairs so you're not zombieing out on the main floor.
Guys, we're making a scene.
Yeah,
Let's
everyone's
bring it
looking.
down.
Everybody's looking at you now.
It
The
was
three in the middle of the room are desperately trying to not look at their new best buddies who are
So
being noisy.
the voice that I was going for was hushed loudness.
Uh-huh.
But you also kicked him and he probably yelled.
Well, I had to, but it was under the table is what my
Y'all
goal
being
was.
goofballs in the middle of this tavern. That's what I'm getting
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a quiet goofballery
at. Mm-hmm.
is what the hope was.
Everyone's looking at you.
Okay, I think we should mosey our way on up. Hey, Thanar, act like we're drunk and we're gonna try to help you upstairs. It might make it look better.
I've had plenty of practice.
And
Okay.
I'll grab one of his arms and put it over my shoulder. And I don't know how Fitz is gonna help with this, but
Fitz is gonna so Fitz is gonna stand there with his hat next to him. That's just it. He's just gonna walk beside them with the hat
he's gonna use you as a cane.
Yeah, the hat, I guess.
A very short cane. Okay, so both of the two sides start to stand and then see each other starting to stand and then sit back down. And then when they see this, the large human with the guys in the middle will be like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Here, let me give you a hand," and he'll put an arm. Would you like some help?
Oh yes, please. This guy is large.
Hey,
I can't do much, so
that he is. Come on, and he'll shoulder up under Thanar, and it's like he's clearly got the strength of at least 3 sirens.
At least.
Yeah, and I'll pretend to lean on him kind of, but just wobble back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, does he notice that he's not actually drunk and he's faking it?
He doesn't seem to care.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
wait,
so,
does that mean he noticed or not?
We don't know.
yep. It's none of his business. It's like, oh, well, this is weird. Get him out of here before he causes too much of a scene.
Okay, we'll bring him back to his room and toss him on his bed.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks.
You too.
And he'll leave.
Wait. Oh.
As he's leaving, I'm gonna say to Thanar, sleep this one off.
I'm gonna kind of yell out the room wait, why was that dwarf passing notes?
Are you stupid?
Are you saying that to get that other guy here?
Yeah, like I'm gonna shout after as he's leaving
Oh, okay.
the room or whatever.
Maybe fewer next time. And he'll close the door and leave.
Jesus, Thanar.
I think you attracted more attention than me. Maybe you should think about that next time.
You're using magic that you don't understand how it. You just go back in the possum. Not like that. Look,
You're kicking a grown man in the shin and you're expecting him not to react.
it's magic!
That dwarf didn't certainly seem like he didn't want to be followed. He went down to a long building towards the bottom of the keep hill. I don't think there's much more I can find out from them.
Do we want
Besides-
to try to sneak out and check it out?
Do you
We'll
go
have
back?
to go back through the inn.
Do you
I
go
mean,
back
there's
into
other
the
ways.
possum at any point?
I'll check briefly now that I'm in the room. Is he still outside the building?
This-
Out of character. What I'm worried about is we're doing all of this and nothing is going to happen.
Well, yeah, but you guys aren't really doing anything to make something happen is the issue.
So there's as you close your eyes and focus on the possum, there's like static, and then it
He's dead.
It focuses in on a short sword sticking out of the chest of your possum. No, it focuses in, and the possum is staring at a board hanging from above the door of this longhouse, and it's written in a dwarvish script, but you can see it advertised as sort of the it appears to be, let me say it that way, it appears to be some form of dwarven workshop.
Can I hear anything being made inside?
No, you
Okay.
you hear you're getting like fire inside, like a forge or something, but otherwise fairly quiet.
Well,
Okay.
do we want to see
come
what's
back.
up?
From the possum.
Okay.
I mean, we can check it out. I can turn you invisible if we want to sneak you through the tavern without being seen.
Well,
Is there a window in this
out
room?
of character, do we want to find this out? I was doing it because it seemed interesting, something to do, but at least Puffer doesn't necessarily seem to have any desire to risk something to find something out.
I mean, it's pretty much if we want to continue playing tonight, we have to check something out.